You guys are always asking me, how do I reach max level? How do I get skill points? How do I get more trait points? I'm going to tell you. Now, unsurprisingly, EA Sports haven't actually changed that much from FIFA 20, so we have the same info to go off of, but there is information. There is actually an in-depth breakdown, which you just never would expect about pro clubs, on EA's website on how to level on pro clubs, how to get your skill points, and even as, in-depth as positions. So whatever position you play, you can look into that and see what you need to do to level in that position fastest. I've seen your comments, I've seen your tweets, I've seen your live stream interactions commenting on there as well. How do I listen? This is the video for you. Please subscribe to this channel if you enjoy pro clubs. Daily pro clubs content, from builds to tips and tricks to live streams to everything pro clubs related is on this channel. Hit that red button, help us get to 150,000 subscribers. So this article is linked in the description of this video, but simply put, you've got your games, and obviously they help you level and the actions you take in those games, and then you've got your skill points. Your virtual pro earns experience after competing drop-ins, leagues, cup games. Earning XP increases your virtual pro's attributes and their overall rating. And there are two types of XP that can be earned. You've got your base match and your bonus match. So base match provides a number of XP points to your virtual pro, literally based off of the rating that they earned during that match. The average match rating that you see in the bottom left, the match rating that you have in the bottom left or right of games when you can see your rating, which we know is from 0 to 10 and provides a specific number of XP points based on basically what you score in the match. So here's that table, which is pretty self-explanatory, right? You get a 0, you only get 75 XP. You get a 10 out of 10 match rating, you're getting 1500 XP. But where does this XP go? That's what's kind of interesting. So the XP points are actually assigned to your virtual pro's attributes based on what position you're basically in. So if you're in attack, midfield, defense, goalkeeper, those XP points are going to go into different things. And that's where EA's tables and stuff come in that I'm going to show you. The attributes are considered primary, secondary, or tertiary for that position. So the primary attributes gain 100% of the XP awarded on the base match ratings, while secondary gets 70% and the tertiary get 30%. So each position effectively has its own ranking on where your skill points are going to go. So if you're playing in striker, 100% of those match rating points are going into strength, reactions, acceleration, sprint speed, finishing, and then as you get further down, maybe standing tackle will be right down there somewhere in the tertiary, that only gets like 30%. And then maybe like your long passing is in that middle bracket, the secondary. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's look through a few more positions. So left midfield and right midfield, the main focus is stamina, reactions, acceleration, sprint speed, finishing, vision. Compared to obviously in striker, you've got strength, reactions, acceleration, sprint speed and finishing. So that's different for every position, and you do have to give EA credit. This is an innovative, creative idea for a leveling system. I miss the accomplishments as much as everybody does. Like, I love having that and the little sound that comes up and getting them. I definitely think they should still be in the game, but not as the primary leveling system. This makes a lot more sense because in theory, the better you are at the game, the quicker you should level. I mean, if I play in striker next to my mate and he's terrible and I'm really good, scoring hat-tricks every game and he's getting 7s out of 10, I will be leveling faster than he is. So that's why with the gameplay you're seeing on screen, we're winning 13-0. So in theory, I got 8 assists to this game and 2 goals. There should be a lot of extra XP added on for the bonus of winning by that many goals. So if you can start to put teams away, that's good. I don't actually know what happens if teams quit, because often when you get like a 4-3 goal lead, a team will just back out, and there's nothing in this document that says what XP you get if the team leaves. And then also, I assume you'll probably level slower because they're going to leave the game and your match rating maybe is like a 7, even though you've got a goal in the first half, but it tends to creep up the later the game goes on if you're winning and you've got a couple of goals. But early on in the game, sometimes you can be on like a, like I said, a 7 or an 8, so it might be a big disadvantage for teams to be quitting on you when it comes to leveling. But I just don't know how effective it really is. Like I said, I've played with teammates before where I get loads more goals than them, and it's not like I am leveling so much faster that it's visible. But you understand the basics of leveling. Now remember, there's 2 different types of leveling. You've got this base match, and you've got the bonus. So where does the bonus XP come in? Well, your virtual pro can earn bonus XP in a match by completing specific actions. Bonus XP will work differently than base match, as it's only applied to specific attributes based on the type of action that was completed. So then here we have a breakdown of how this bonus XP works. So if you score a goal inside the box, on top of, let's say, that 10 match rating, 1500, you're going to get a goal inside the box, finishing 40 XP, straight up. So that takes you up to 1590 XP. Wait, 1540 XP. It's been a long day. And then obviously, all of the things you can do in a Pro Clubs game will contribute. to that leveling. So you could score a long shot outside of the box. You could get a hat trick and get awarded, for some reason, long shots, even though it could all be tap-ins, but it's still better than nothing. Penalties will give you 150 XP, so it's time to start nabbing penalties and free kicks off of your teammates. You need to be leveling faster. Assists will give you 10 XP in short passing, 25 in vision, and 10 XP in long passing. Every position has a cap level, right? So this isn't just indefinite. You can't be playing 700 games and you're still going to be awarded 30 XP in vision for getting a second assist in a game. What will happen is that will cap, and I just assume, because it's not noted down, that is just redundant. Nothing happens. But this article really goes into detail. I mean, first assist, second assist, key passes, successful short pass gives you 3 XP. So tiki-taka teams out there just leveling up rapid. Key dribble. A key dribble apparently. Tackling, blocking, heading, interceptions. And this list just goes on, even down to goalkeepers for carrying shots, parrying shots. All sorts of different information here. Now we get down to finding out how high can I raise my virtual pros attributes using the XP. What's the max level? Because as I said, each attribute can be grown using a base match or a bonus until it hits a attribute cap. And once an attribute has been capped, it's the only way to increase it further would be to obtain trait points in there, so skill points. So if your finishing is capped at 75, but you haven't got points in finishing, we can put those points in to bring it up. Skill points are actually really self-explanatory. 20 seconds to explain this. This table will do it for me. You play a game, you get 3. You play 3 games, you get another 3. You play 5 games, you get 5. And this is the same for everybody. Now, I have heard there's been a glitch on FIFA 21 where some people aren't getting their trait points. That's crazy. I don't know why. And in the past, you haven't had trait points given to you in drop-ins. I don't know why, if it's a glitch or if it's done on purpose. They don't say. I assume it's a glitch. So you have to play ranked divisions games to normally see this increase. Friendlies, drop-ins, all of these things won't count. So you come all the way down. At 50 games you get 5, at 60 games you get 4, at 70 games you get another 5, and then you'll see at the bottom, 100 games you get 5, 110 skill points. So pretty self-explanatory, right? You can always come back to this video and refer to this table if you're wondering when you're going to get skill points. And the traits this year, they've added a few different ones that I actually can't wait to try live on stream. I just need to level up a little bit more. So there's like a specific finishing one this time. I'm excited to see if they're any good. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet, which breaks down how high you guys can reach. What max level can you reach? So here it is. This is linked in the description as well. You have to have Excel. It actually kind of works better on your phone. I've had to play around to get this to load up, but there is that little button on the website, and it basically goes off of weight classes, like I said in my striker build video. So from 100 to 119, from 120 to 149 pounds, from 200 to 224, they're all in their own bracket. And you can see all of the attributes here listed, from ball control to heading, and basically what rating you can reach or what max acceleration you can reach before putting skill points in, right? So the smallest weight class in striker and the smallest height, the fastest you can basically be is 91 and 90. And then obviously you've got a load of skill points that you can put into pace to bring that way up. Hoping you're still following. Right at the bottom here is a list of all the positions, and now actually you can play centre forward, so curious to see the sprint speed there is 91 and 90 again, so interesting. And then obviously all the way up to the top of the weight class. You go all the way to goalkeeper, you can go centre back, you can go right back, left back. I'm not going to break down this too much on video because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys can take a look at this in your own time. I'm not sure how in-depth they've gone from researching this. Some of it makes sense, some of it just seems lazy, right? I mean, left wing has the same max sprint speed as striker, which to me seems a little bit like a winger should probably have a higher ceiling on sprint speed, and I think that sort of shows you maybe that this hasn't been thought out as much as it could have been. Still, nonetheless, it's interesting to see where you can basically be at. Okay guys, so to summarise, there is a levelling system in place. It's all linked in the description. Drop a like on this video if it helped you guys, and subscribe to the channel. Daily Pro Clubs content coming. I was, when I found out about this, really surprised at the time, I think last year, that they even had anything this detailed in FIFA Pro Clubs, because we know the game mode remains untouched for years and years, and there's so much potential that could be unlocked there. Hopefully we see some of that potential in the future, but I remain very doubtful. Thank you for all your support on the channel. We'll be live streaming most nights this week, so subscribe and ring that bell. And let me know what position you guys are going to be playing in the comment section down below. I've already put my striker build out. It's popping up in the top right hand corner of this video right now. I think it's the best striker build on the game. If you've watched it will know you don't actually want to set yourself up as a striker. Click that video to find out more. What striker build am I using and how effective is it? I'll chat to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.